results.
Quick follow-up on the earlier question about his remarks tonight. Can you explain more as to why he chose the Oval?
Look, he chose the Oval because this was really the gravity of the situation of what could have happened, if we indeed didn't avert, I should say, defaulting could have been catastrophic. And so he wanted to talk directly to the American people about what we have been able to do in a bipartisan way with his leadership, coming up with a budget agreement that's going to cut the deficit, as I just explained moments ago, by $1 trillion, but also save some important programs that Americans need, just some basic things that Americans need every day. And so you think about healthcare, when you think about Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, all of these things were certainly potential for being cut. 21 million people losing health care. That matters. And so the president wants to lay that out, wants to talk directly to the American people and talk about how we were able to come together and deliver for American families. That's important. We think that's important. So he's going to use his first Oval address to talk directly to them.
Hey, thanks, Karine. I wanted to drill a little bit further on the display of bipartisanship you talked about in two related questions. Has the president talked to Speaker McCarthy since legislation passed, or extended an offer for him to come to the White House or to the Oval, or?
So don't have a conversation beyond what we laid out a couple days ago after the House passed their version of the bill. The president certainly spoke to Speaker McCarthy after that passage. They've met about 3 times in the past in the last month. They've spoken several times, and as you saw on Monday, the president thanked Speaker McCarthy for coming together and having this bipartisan agreement. Don't have more to share. As the Speaker, clearly they will be talking and meeting a lot more on different legislative agendas and issues, but I just don't have anything else to share beyond that.
And on that, I wonder if people can glean from this that you guys have more of a template for how to deal with the Speaker in an era of divided government, with these negotiations ultimately coming up successful.
I mean, look, I think what you saw in full display the last couple of weeks, and look, maybe there's a template, maybe there isn't, but what I can say for sure, right, is that you had leadership in Congress, the president come together and lay out in a divided government, as you just laid out, go through a negotiation process. As we have said before, negotiations are hard. Not everybody gets what they want, or all that they want, and they came together to deliver for the American people. So I can't speak to a template for future conversations, but what I can say is this is a president, as senator, as vice president, and now as president, believes in bipartisanship. Many people said he couldn't do it when he talked about it during his inaugural address, right, before stepping into the role, and he was able to do that. He was able to continue the bipartisanship that we have seen on historic legislation and now on averting something that would have been catastrophic to our economy.